Hooray! Blackest Night is here, and thank God, because it's at least been 20 minutes since the giant, huge crossover that changes everything and interrupts all my favorite books. Whew. I don't know what I was going to do without a big crossover, but thank God it's here. Jeff Johns and Ivan Rees producing #1 of Blackest Night, which is basically a Green Lantern crossover. And Black Hand, I haven't read any of the build-up books, because I don't read Green Lantern. But, you know, I kind of got an idea what's going on. Black Hand is the big servant here to bring back sort of this Black Lantern Corps, where it's dead characters coming back to life with the power of the Black Lantern magic. And they don't seem to come back regular, normal. They kind of come back all Evil Dead-ish. And let's see, the story begins with Hal Jordan and the gang kicking off a big celebration. Coast City is back, thank God, because I mean, wow, I mean, really miss Coast City. Hopefully this means maybe Bloodhaven will come back, another destroyed DC's fake city. And let's just basic recaps of the people they lost and such like that. All the Green Lantern guys. And also, it's a nice kind of intro to those of you who've not been, like me, those of you who've not been following the whole Green Lantern build up to this. So, you know, just also showing characters, you know, the Titans, the Aquaman family, the Superman family, and, you know, the Batman family, all dealing with their personal losses. Also, Hal Jordan catching Barry Allen up to speed with everyone who's died since he died. And I'm sure actually he could probably tell him about the people who died and came back since he died. It's quite a story. I'm sure he's quite confused. And anyway, the art is actually very good. I've seen this guy's work before, although I cannot recall which particular works he's done, but it is familiar. I enjoyed quite a bit. Let's see, I guess Martian Manhunter's back in black. And also the Elongated Man and Sue Denby come back as well as Black Lanterns, so we'll see what kind of kookiness they're up to as dead evil zombies. Actually, you could probably equate this to maybe DC's response to Marvel Zombies. Now, usually in the tradition of DC, I think DC tends to look at storytelling a little more optimistically than Marvel does. So I could probably... My prediction is some characters will die at the end of this, some will be resurrected, and then we'll kind of start a whole new thing again. Alright. 4 RAM chips, basically. Wonder Woman just picked this up today, Gail Simone, and Aaron LaPrieste. Oh, hey, he's doing quite a few issues in a row, so I think he's the official artist. Let's see, it's the first issue after Rise of the Olympian, where Zeus puts Achilles in charge of the Amazons on Themyscira and adding men to the mix. Great work, Zeus. It's going to turn out really well. There's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of weird for seeing Diana like going to the North Pole to cheer up. Nah, I don't know about that. But it's basically a fun issue to get over all the darkness that's been in the last couple of issues. She teams up with Black Canary to investigate some underground metahuman fighting. They're basically looking for Ivo, not Ivo, Ivo's helped them. They're looking for Dr. Psycho, and they go undercover in the metahuman fighting ring, and Black Canary pulls out a bunch of costumes and shit from her closet that she just had laying around, and they just go as just generic kind of superhero women. It's actually really funny, and the banter between the two of them is pretty hilarious. My favorite bit is when Diana says, "I can't believe you had this stuff in your closet." And then Black Canary says, "Hey, no Amazon should be lecturing me about the closet." That's great shit. 5 RAM chips, I loved it. And And let's see, issue 2 of Gotham City Sirens, Paul Dini and Gullum March. The beginning, we get a little flashback on Talia training Catwoman on how to control her mind whenever she's being coerced, so she can get out of this little sticky situation at the beginning with Poison Ivy trying to force her to tell her who Batman is. She does it in a way where she says, but not really, so you'll get it. Meanwhile, Harley goes out to shopping, which is what she does with money. And she runs into Hush, who is disguised as Bruce Wayne, and he's in the middle of trying to get rid of Bruce Wayne's all his money. And the issue ends with him kidnapping Harley, because he's pissed at the three of them for getting rid of all his personal fortune. This is terrific. I love this series. This could be my favorite of the new Batman series. I mean, not Batman and Robin? I don't know. You know, what the fuck? Out of all the Batman books that doesn't have Batman in it, at least this one doesn't pretend it has a Batman in it. Fuck yeah. This is 5 RAM chips. And finally, out of the DC Universe, we got Transformers. All Hail Megatron issue 13. Now, All Hail Megatron was so popular they decided to make it into an ongoing series. Although, I do personally think it's a mistake. It really doesn't need the All Hail Megatron title at the top. Transformers works just fine. This issue is basically all the characters kind of sort of rebuilding. There's 2 short stories. It's Old Ways by Simon Furman, old school Transformers writer. It's drawn by Don Figueroa. And the second one's a Starscream story called Uneasy Lies the Head, written by Mike Costa. Art by Chi Yang Og. It's O-N-G. It's like some kind of tech speak, but I imagine it's his name. Terrific work. The first piece is a Optimus Prime Ironhide story. The art's really nice, and basically it's the characters chatting, drinking Energon, and almost getting drunk off it. Actually, it's some other kind of isotope. I don't know. Isotope apparently makes them drunk. And they're just chatting about their first days and how they didn't like each other, and they kind of bonded in the affairs of war. Pretty good. And the second part is Starscream. And Megatron is being rebuilt, and he's trying to see if he can maybe take power as this is going on, but he's not having any luck. Soundwave is very protective. And he's about to throw away the Matrix of Leadership, which Megatron stole from Optimus Prime, until one of the Insecticons sees and goes, "What are you doing? That's the Matrix of Leadership." And he goes, "Well, yes, I have found it!" He is a wonderful character. I never get tired of Starscream. I give this 5 RAM chips. I really enjoyed it. And there you go. That's this week's comics. I got more stuff coming up next week, including New Avengers. I missed Man of Xanadu. I'll have to get that. And more Batman kookiness. Anyway, until then, push the button, Lindsay.